Never regret to be here tonight with us. Let's go, party is going on.
The certificates over the blockchain, first of all, it's still
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Daniel's Den. We're about to get into some good content here. Allow me to reintroduce myself. So welcome, everybody. Thank you for hanging out tonight. I'm Daniel Higgins. I'm husband, father of two amazing boys. We were actually jamming out to one of my older son's music at the intro, and business management major, worship leader, and part of Wealth Builders Worldwide. Oh my gosh, I love being part of Wealth Builders. It has truly been a game changer. Woo! Oh my gosh, a game changer. All right, so thank you guys for hanging out tonight, this afternoon. I see we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and we're live on Twitter, and we are going to be rolling tonight because, man, there's just some great content to share. I am very excited about what's going on in Gold Standard Partners. I'm very excited to be connected to Wealth Builders Worldwide. And the reason for that is the content and information that we have is here to help you. It's helping people all around the world, and it can assist you too, right? So what's going on, Miss Eunice? How you doing, ma'am? That's one of our amazing Wealth Builders family. Oh my gosh. And everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Like I said, we're live on YouTube, live on Facebook, live on Twitter. So share this out, especially if you're on YouTube. Share it out if you're on Facebook. Share it out if you're on Twitter also, right? So we're going to talk about a concept today that I did not create. It came straight from Robert Kiyosaki and his amazing book, The Cashflow Quadrant, along with a speech that he did. So I'm going to sum it up, and it's going to be short and sweet and straight to the point. And thank you for hanging out, Miss Shaw. So listen, guys, we're going to start this off the way we always start every live event. Our mentor, our Wealth Builders Worldwide CEO and founder, encouraged us to start with the dream. Because you know what? Everything else I say won't hit. It won't connect with you unless you have a dream, a passion, a goal, something that you are chasing. It could be debt freedom. It could be financial freedom. It could be time freedom, right? You might want to add a wing to a hospital that helps save your life. Or who knows, maybe one of your family members was faced with cancer and you want to donate a large amount, maybe $1 million to fight cancer, right? I don't know what your dream or goal is, but I know for sure that within Wealth Builders Worldwide and within Gold Standard Partners, people are attaining and using this tool to reach their goals and dreams, because all this is a tool, an entity, a vehicle that you could jump in and drive that bad boy towards your goal and towards your dream. Okay, so I want to get that right at the front, because everything starts with a dream. You get a glimpse of your future, you get a glimpse of something that just drives you and makes you passionate, and the world is your oyster, and you will grab onto things and things will be attracted to you. That's going to help you manifest whatever that dream or goal is. Like I said, it could be time freedom, it could be financial freedom. You might want to go one-way ticket somewhere and just hang out for as long as you want, right? You might want to go one-way ticket and bring a whole bunch of your family with you, right? To hang out and say, hey, listen, guys, it's on me. We don't have to worry about it. You might want to do the Carnival cruise. You might want to do the Norwegian cruise, right? You might want to drive in that Bentley and own it, or have a driver drive you in your Bentley. I don't know what your dream is, right? But in this environment of Wealth Builders Worldwide, we are encouraged to dream bigger, okay? So financial freedom, debt freedom, I'm telling you. The dream, the dream, the dream. Absolutely. I see you, Miss Shaw, to continue building wealth. Absolutely. And that's also a dream. I see you. I see you, Miss Shaw. Thank you. Thank you for participating. It's always a pleasure. So let's jump into our content right here. I'm going to show you a graphic that is made famous by Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. I'm going to boil it down to its simplest point, and we're going to hang out in the I side of the cash flow quadrant. So that is it. It's a very, very, very simple graphic, because we're going to keep things super simple today, tonight, this afternoon, okay? Here's what we're talking about. On the left side of the cash flow quadrant, you're an employee. You're exchanging your time to create some kind of cash flow. And I will say this up front. There's absolutely, so let me show my face. There's absolutely nothing wrong with creating income in any four of these parts of the cash flow quadrant. Quite literally, you can create cash flow in all four of the cash flow quadrants if you so desire to, right? There's nothing wrong with any of them. They all have their pros and their cons. They all have their benefits to you, because it creates cash flow, right? So it's just in terms of what your goal is, what your passion is, and what you want to accomplish in your life, right? So as an employee, which is where most people start, that's where I started, right? My first job was at McDonald's, okay? So you exchange your time to create some income. That's what people are used to. That's what people are trained in. People go to school even and get into a whole lot of debt to just go back out and become an employee and work for someone else's dream. Ooh, okay. Maybe we'll touch on that, because that kind of hit me right there. And then also, you can be a sole proprietor, okay? When I say sole proprietor, I'm not talking about a business owner. I'm talking about a sole proprietor, someone who cannot walk away from that entity, because they are the engine, right? So for example, if you're a barber and you have a shop, but you are the main barber, and you gotta be there, right? If you're not there, nothing happens, right? That's a sole proprietor, right? So you're not, most people will categorize that as a small business owner, but honestly, according to Robert Kiyosaki, no, you're just a sole proprietor. Okay. Nothing wrong with that, but you do pay the most amount of taxes. I'm not a tax professional, but hey, go to irs.gov and you'll understand what I'm talking about because they lay it out for you. Okay. So you want to grab that information. Now, on the left side of the cash flow quadrant, where you are an E and an S, you are exchanging time. No matter however you want to boil it down, I want to make it as simple as possible. You are exchanging time to create some cash flow. So on that side of the cash flow quadrant, you're limited because there's only so much time in the day, right? You're going to have to sleep. You're going to have to eat every once in a while. Some of those things have to happen, right? You can't keep running nonstop. That's physically impossible. You're going to have to slow down sometimes, right? Now, also on that side of the cash flow quadrant, just be aware, if you're in perfect health for the rest of your life and nothing ever happens to you, you're in perfect health, maybe one of your family members might need a little downtime and you might need to go to support them, right? So when you stop working, your income stops because you're exchanging time to create cash flow. Like I said at the beginning, nothing wrong with how you create cash flow. Just be aware of what's going on, right? Now, here on the right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant, where you see B and the I, the B is going to be big business. Mr. Robert Kiyosaki categorizes that as over 500 people within an organization moving towards a goal, right? So you might not be there yet, but of course, we want you to get there, right? And then we're going to talk about a little bit more about the B. So with the B, you have a system that you are leveraging. You're leveraging a system, right? Not only just people, you're leveraging a system, right? So think about, and I love this movie called The Founder. So if you haven't seen that movie, definitely go see that movie. It's on YouTube. It might actually be on YouTube, but I know for sure it's on Netflix, right? But The Founder goes through how that system of McDonald's was ironed out, right? With the McDonald's brothers. And of course, Ray Kroc jumped in and his leadership lid was higher than theirs. So he was able to take it to whole different heights. But for the sake of this short discussion today, we'll talk more about that system. So they leveraged that system and created that organization, that business, right? Now, on the right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant, we're going to talk about I. Now, what's really cool, what's going on, Robert? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. I know you're always hanging out on YouTube, so thanks for hanging out today, tonight, this afternoon. Where are you at? What country are you at, Robert? I forgot. I'm trying to remember what country you're at. Type it in there. I'm trying to remember, and I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank today, Robert. All right. So on the right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant, we're going to spend the rest of our time here talking about I. I is an investor, okay? That is when you're putting your money to work. Notice I didn't say anything about recruiting. I didn't say anything about building a business. I talked about putting your money to work. Okay, you're in Virginia. Okay, awesome. I forgot what time zone you were in. All right, cool. That's perfect, brother. I love Virginia. All right. So we're going to talk about this I side of the cash flow quadrant. Okay. Now, in a video, so of course, initially, Mr. Robert Kiyosaki was talking about the cash flow quadrant, and he talked about I as an investor, someone who's putting their money to work, right? So obviously, if your money's working, that means that you're not doing any work. You're not doing any manual labor. You're not doing any exchanging your time to create the cash flow. Your money is going to work and creating more money. That's what it's doing, right? So that is a beautiful way to create income, because if your money's doing the work, you're not doing the hard labor and the work, right? So it moves you out of the picture. And guess what? Money never sleeps. It keeps working. So now you're in a situation where your money is working 24/7, and you can continue to do that more and more, right? Then when your money goes and brings back more money, you want to read The Richest Man in Babylon. He recommends, of course, that you imagine your money is a parent and imagine your money go make some babies, right? And you take those babies that your money makes and say, hey, go to work, okay? Or those teenage babies, right? The teenagers from what the money made, right? So just think about that. So they take those generations of money working for money, right? And you keep rolling that into more and more ways to create more income. Now, another very interesting thing that Robert Kiyosaki talked about, and I've never heard anybody say it like him or approach it like this. He said I is also for insider, because there tends to be a time, and we're in that time right now with GS Partners. I'm just going to tell you right now, we are definitely in this point in time where there's people who have information ahead of other people, and they make moves and put themselves in position for a big windfall, a big profit, a big wealth transfer. So they got some insider information and they're moving forward. Being an insider is not a negative thing, because you have an opportunity to take advantage of information that helps you. Yeah, that's right. Yes. So you get positioned. So whenever Miss Shaw or Robert is sharing this information with you, right? They're sharing this on YouTube. They're sharing this on Facebook. They're sharing this on their social media. They are actually insiders saying, hey, listen, I found some really good information. And I'm sharing that information with you because this information is positioning me to create more income. And I want to share that information with you. They're already participating with the information. They already know the information is awesome and good. They already know because they've had an experience. They've already tapped into it and like, man, this is good. I got to share this with some people, right? Now, as the I and the investor, they don't have to do that because it's not a situation where it's a need for them to do it. Because as you're in the I and the investor, and if you're in the inside, you're already participating in what's going down. So Mr. Rockman said this earlier today, and he's been saying it over and over again, which is great because it drills it down. He heard of an opportunity, right? But the people who were in control of that opportunity, the insiders, said, no, you can't play with us because of this, that, and the other. This is a private sale. We're not letting you in, right? Now, Mr. Rockmount is a professional real estate person of over 20 years. I think it's closer to 30 years. And they were not letting him participate in something that's right within his niche. Real estate over the blockchain, real estate through technology, tokenized real estate. They didn't let him play because they were the insiders, and they were like, no, we don't need you. We don't want you. We're not letting you in. But here we are. We're actually insiders in this amazing opportunity. We're blending something that we're doing something that has never been done before. We're taking amazing industries that has helped people create financial freedom, and we're literally putting them together. And the way we're putting them together, it has never been done before. So when I say you can acquire real estate in Dubai, commercial real estate, commercial luxury real estate in Dubai, by clicking a few buttons and exchanging $99 and acquiring that asset that can put money in your pocket, I'm an insider already doing it, and I'm sharing it with you. And there's no barrier to entry because with what we're doing, we want more people to participate. We want more people to participate because it actually helps what we're acquiring to increase in value more. Oh my goodness. So it's mutually beneficial for us to share this information, because even if you're not connected to our direct line of sponsorship or our direct organization, right? So Ms. Shaw, Mr. Robert, right? Even if they're not directly connected, as they acquire more of the asset that I'm acquiring, it actually helps me. Oh man, this system is like no other. This ecosystem is like no other. Absolutely, Ms. Shaw. So we're the insiders sharing the information with a few people. And the information is sweet. Imagine playing Monopoly on steroids. Imagine playing Monopoly with the whole world and certain areas of the world. No matter who lands on that property, so to speak, I'm giving an illustration, right? I'm giving an illustration. Imagine playing Monopoly on steroids. You're playing Monopoly with the whole wide world. And somebody lands in Paris, somebody lands in the United States, Georgia, and they decide to exchange some currency and they want to acquire an asset, and you get paid residual income because of what they're doing. It's an oversimplified example, but that's what we're positioning ourselves for right now with our Lydian world. That's just one part of what we're inside on. That's just one part of what we're acquiring. And then we're insiders on this other amazing deal called tokenized real estate, where the chairman of the board, who is a documented millionaire, or excuse me, documented billionaire with a B, this is that sharp gentleman. But yeah, documented billionaire. You see, he's just in an article in finance in Yahoo Finance. And that's actually like the fourth article that he's been featured in. That's one of them. And I'm just flowing. So forgive me as I'm flowing. He was in this article also in Yahoo Finance. So that's two articles in Yahoo Finance. Here's another article from Yahoo Finance. All right, let me stop now. But there's another article right here from Yahoo Finance. All right. So he's been featured in several articles in Yahoo Finance. He is a documented billionaire. Documented billionaire. Guess how he created his billions? In real estate, precious metals, hotels, luxury hotels. So he's already had an experience of being the insider in certain areas, precious metals, all of that good stuff. So what is he doing? He acquired a building, he acquired a part of a building, and he's inviting you to be an insider on getting in on this building, tokenized real estate. All that means is you can get out of that normal system where you got to do a credit check, that you got to pay for an appraisal. So that there have been several real estate professionals that have been sharing content. Abdul Rahman was one of them. Mr. John Johnson is another one with well over 30 years of experience in that field. He's definitely an insider on that field. He's deciding to acquire our XLT exclusive living token for that G999 tower because he knows it's the best deal around, and he laid it out in about less than about an hour and a half. He laid out all the reasons why it is one of the best options to acquire real estate, because it's commercial luxury real estate in the hottest market in the world. That's Dubai. So I really encourage everybody on the sound of my voice. You want to be an insider. You want to connect with GS Partners. This is some exclusive stuff that's only happening for GS Partners. We are partners with a billionaire. We're not stretching that. We're not imagining that. He's already acquired the building. He's already set things in place. This global ecosystem has everything positioned and poised to launch, and most of it's already launched. So don't get it twisted. We're not getting started. We have over 130,000 people, over 120,000 people connected to Gold Standard Partners already. So that's over 100,000 insiders. And we're sharing with you, hey, listen, this is what we're doing. We have the best of the best, is what Ms. Shaw said, right? So guys, get back with the person sharing this information with you, this content with you. We want you to be an insider on this deal. Because just like everything else, there was a Facebook launch. The gentleman invited a few people. We weren't invited, right? Pick a business. Pick an organization. We weren't invited to the table. We didn't know about it until it was maybe public. We didn't know about it until they broke an IPO, and then some of it was outside of our reach financially. Nobody came to us and break down Bitcoin and explained it to us one-on-one. Nobody came to us and explained to us the dot-com bubble. Nobody came to us and explained, hey, listen, Tesla's going to blow up, or this is going to blow up, or that's going to blow up. So we didn't get an opportunity. We didn't get a seat at the table. We didn't get an invitation. We didn't get to be insiders on something that was launching globally and that has already launched. So this is a new position for a lot of people because we normally don't get invited and we find out about it later. So definitely take your seat at the table. Take your seat at the table. No matter what you say today, tonight, this afternoon, you're going to create cash flow in one of these 4 ways. No matter if you like what I said, no matter if you don't like what I said, no matter if you thought it was great or if you didn't think it was great, no matter what you thought, no matter how you filtered this information, when you lead this live stream, you're going to create cash flow in one of these 4 quadrants. You're either going to exchange time for money as an employee or sole proprietor, and nothing wrong with any of these, or you're going to go over to becoming a business owner, big business, or tap into being an insider or investor where your money starts working for you and you don't let your money be lazy. You let it go to work and put it to work in things where it's going to create more for you. And then those profits, you're going to put those to work. The generations, right? The multiple generations of profits, you're going to have those babies make more babies and put those babies to work, right? I'm using that illustration on purpose because it's straight from The Richest Man in Babylon, which is an amazing book. If you haven't read that or heard the audio, do both. You know, it's free, of course, to jump on YouTube and hear it, right? So thank you, everybody, for your time. Get back with the person sharing this information with you. Just to recap, we talked a lot about the cash flow quadrant. I'm honing in on being an insider because most people never get invited to be an insider. And that's where the huge opportunities are, according to Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. You know something before it goes completely ballistic and launches. You know something that before it goes just, and you just jump in. Life would be different if we acquired Bitcoin when it was an infant, when it was a baby, when it was just launching. Life would be different if we grabbed, the stocks of Apple when it just got started. Life would be different if we grabbed the stocks of Microsoft right when it started. But we didn't know about it. We didn't hear about it until later. So here's your invitation, and it's up to you because, like I said, we're insiders. We're already tapping into and acquiring assets within this ecosystem. You're not going to stop us from doing that because we understand that we're building generational wealth for ourselves and for our family. We're building our time freedom. We're building our financial freedom. We're tapping into assets. We got the billionaire grannies doing their thing. So there's no restriction on age here. Everybody 18 and up, well, legal. Everybody 18 and up, you can participate in this great entity called Gold Standard Partners, right? So we have young people, we have seasoned people, we got everything in between, all right? We got everything in between, everything. All different walks of life, all different faith walks, all different ideologies, all different mindsets. I'm telling you, you can be successful here. We're going to support you the whole way, all right? Thank you so much, Ms. Shaw. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. All right, guys. The next Daniel's Den will be back Saturday night. I try and shoot right around 11, but life happens, so we might make some adjustments on that. Then I'll be back. So my schedule, my goal is to be with you every night except Sunday night and Wednesday night because we have our fast track training and I want to absorb that. And then Wednesday night we have our CEO and founder of Wealth Builders Worldwide, dropping bombs with the Freedom Call. So whenever I have an opportunity to hear from a few millionaires, I'm going to focus in on that, especially when I get an opportunity with our chairman of the board to hear from a billionaire. I'm going to do that, right? One of our amazing leaders and the CEO and founder of Wealth Builders Worldwide always says, if your goal is to create more income for yourself and someone has already done it and you have an ability to connect with them while they're discussing it and sharing it, you should make that a priority. So that's up to you. If you're looking to create more income, if you want to tap into being an insider, if you want to tap into what these successful entrepreneurs are already doing to create well over $100,000 a month in their income. So of course, yes, you could create more income for yourself. You can do it. We will support you. We have a whole lot of support here for you listen to this, every single day. So get back with the person sharing this information with you. If that person is me, you go straight to y1income.com, get your free registration completed so we can walk you through next steps. Oh man, me and my son were talking about the lithium world. Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you guys. We'll see you on the next live stream. Thank you, Miss Shaw. Thank you, Robert, for hanging out as always. I appreciate it. You guys share this out. We're going to continue to invite you guys to be insiders. It's a different mindset and it's a different place to be. Woo!